Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to the Road to 2000 ELO series. We're gonna play another game today and continue the road. Hopefully we get another win. We have been winning a lot lately, and the landlord is still fixing upstairs, so if you hear a lot of noises there, I'm terribly sorry about that, but I can't really stop that for now. Also, they fixed the Wi-Fi, but not down here apparently, so I have to wait a bit still, but it's a bit more stable, it feels like. So we're gonna jump into another game straight away here and see what we get today. Get the black pieces at least. Also, I'm gonna turn off the sound on my phone here. Okay, so this is the Retti opening, I think. And lately I've just been trying to play a stable opening, just not going for anything crazy. Been switching up a bit, trying to see if I find something else that suits me better. I need to practice my strategy game and end games, so I can't just go for attacks every game. We're gonna see if the opportunity lends itself here. We will obviously try, but I think we'll just play bishop out and castle. The reason I didn't want to put it there was in case he wanted to play e4. I could have just taken it, so I could have done that, but this is a typical move anyways. Okay, so plays bishop to f4. Which I do find a bit strange. Maybe he wants to place his knight in here. So my thought was just playing c5 and take my knight out. Could also go knight h5 straight away to try to get rid of it, but they will probably just move it back. So maybe I'll play just c5 for now. Try to think where I want the knight, because typically I will place it there after I played c5. But where is it going after that? Like, do I rather want it here? Maybe I have some ideas about rerouting it this way. Not too sure. And the coffee is probably way too hot. Yeah, that's hot. Burnt my fingers. Yeah, so this move doesn't really seem to get anywhere. Obviously it will move his bishop, so maybe this isn't that bad of an idea, just to challenge the bishop a bit. But I could also play it there and then move a bishop again this way and rerouting it this way. But if I go there, right there, and it goes for this pin, then I can't really go with my knight there anymore. Also, it's a bit tempo waste to move my bishop twice. Okay, let's go knight to d7. I think I'll move my rook here, and maybe I have some ideas about trying to push e5. Also, this square looks a bit nice. put my knight in there and then this knight in here. But he can move his knight away and then kick me out. But if I want to, then I need to do it now, it feels like, because it's probably going to play knight to d2. And then it's not that tempting because he will duel my pawns. Also, I have the option to go here. If I went knight there and then here, that would probably be a bit stronger. But so if I go here, maybe I'll just push b3. So queen here, b3, then knight in here. Knight to d2, knight f6. Or you can just go for the plan that I said from the beginning, moving rook to e8. Yeah, rook to e8. Because his plan, I'm gonna move rook to e8 and just see there. I don't know if he wants to maybe try and push this at one point. Going knight here. Or if he wants this square, not too sure. Let's see if I go knight here, will he place his knight in then? Probably. Go knight here now. Bishop back here. And that looks terrible, doesn't it? Bishop back there. It's almost tempting to play it just so he goes there. Because that looks terrible to have the bishop on e3. But the follow-up then is like what my knight is gonna be on the edge of the board. b6 and getting a bishop to this diagonal could be useful. Yeah, maybe b6 actually. Okay, if he goes in there, I'm not too scared about that. Don't think so. Okay, let's go here. So his plan is probably to go on knight here and knight here, or I was gonna say play rook here and play e4, but he decided to play straight away, and I'm not sure why. Like he played it instantly, but he loses a pawn. So I think I will take it. I'll take here. Maybe play f5 to protect the pawn. And don't think it's the rook, but e5, if it goes here, I mean we can take it. Okay, maybe we can't take it, maybe we have to go here. Go knight here. Yeah, that maybe looks best, right? Or here, pushes knight f6. If he takes, maybe I don't want to push that pawn. This pawn will be a bit weak, so it's just my instinct to try and defend this pawn, but maybe we have to give it back. Still looks decent for me, so I think I will go. I have the option to take this pawn as well, but he'll take here. And if I go here, he'll probably take with the knight. And this rook is still a bit loose. So maybe just go here. I think we will play bishop here then. Looks the most stable, so here knight takes, then we have to figure out something there. Can't really play rook here. No, knight there, I mean. No, bishop here, knight takes. And then after this, gonna try and cut it out this time. Sorry about that. Okay, so queen there doesn't look too fun. Rook in here, I mean it has this thing maybe. Take, this bishop is hanging. We can take it and then play rook in here. Which looks okay. We can take here. We don't mind him taking, right? So dropping a bit down on timer as well. But I'm not too sure what to follow up with here. So knight here doesn't work because he'll take a check after we take back, then we lose the bishop. And the reason I don't really want to take the knight is because he will get the bishop here, and his bishop will be striking down here, and I will be able to save the rook. Maybe I won't even be able to save the rook because he can go bishop in here. So I would rather trade this bishop for this bishop. And f6, I think he still can just play here. I have to take back and then it takes the bishop, right? So I feel like I have to defend the bishop somehow. Taking here. Will I just go for this then? Could also move my king just to get out of danger. Because queen here looks super passive, doesn't it? Super passive. Queen here, bishop here, right? Doesn't look very good. So actually I might consider moving my king. Just so if the knight jumps like somewhere, I'm not forced to take it with a check. Looks a bit strange. So we are equal in material, and there is a bit of tension in the center still here. So I think the position is probably close to equal, if he doesn't have a tactic that I don't see. Goes queen in, attacking this pawn. If we go knight here, we'll just take it, and maybe we'll take back here after. If I take this, will he then take here? It looks a bit scared with taking these pawns, if you ask me, but maybe it is a bit loose maybe for me. I'm trying to think if I can just take it. I want to relieve some of the pressure here before I deal with this. So I'm going to try that. If it does take here, then I have to figure out something else then. Okay, it goes in. Okay, crazy. So it's threatening checkmate, and it's also threatening a fork here. So I think I'm forced to take the knight at least. And it's also attacking this. Okay, let's take here. I'll probably take this. No. Okay, let's move the queen. Oh no, this pawn is still pretty loose. I think I'm forced to go here or here, but still same issues. Okay, let me go here. Doesn't look very good. From Canada, 1854. Forgot to look at that when we started the game. So here, I'm not sure. Like still, there is some loose pawns here, but it feels like it should be equal still, even though he has some of the initiative here. I think I'm forced to take this one. I will take there. This pawn is not hanging. Can go the knight in here. And then I'm attacking the queen. I mean, this looks good, doesn't it? Because I think I'm threatening checkmate. No! My queen. My queen. Okay, so that's how you make blunders. Obviously, when we played this move, I think we're talking about, or I was thinking about going here, but after I took this pawn, I couldn't move my knight because the queen will be hanging. That's why I chose to go here, right? And he traded, and then I was like, okay, so now we are in the same position, but the queen is here. But then I just moved a bit too quick. And that's what happens. I probably had some good options here, I think. If I set it up, okay, maybe we can resign first and then talk about it after. So he doesn't have to wait. So here it's a slight edge. I'm not too sure, but it feels like this diagonal should maybe be something. So if we go here, then I can take this pawn, move my queen first somewhere, attacking the bishop, then maybe going here. Feels like there should be something here. So it was a bit stable around this position, like I said. Felt like it was okay, but of course we blundered the queen, so that's not good. Okay, let's have a quick look at the review here. So it looks like it was pretty stable all the way through here. Let's have a quick look here. So this is just a stable opening. I haven't looked at any theory or anything here, but just focuses on developing pieces, taking some of the center, and it's not the most aggressive, but still you get some decent positions there. So played c5, and it wanted me to play knight c6, and probably something like, what did you play here, and then queen up here maybe? Queen b6, yeah. So this is the best approach. And we noticed, we saw that a bit too late. But okay, we played knight in here, and they still played d4. And we went for the rerouting of the knight was the idea behind this move. And also played b6 to maybe be able to put the bishop at this diagonal or this diagonal, right? And then he plays e4, which looked a bit premature. It looked like we talked about knight to e5, that looked a bit more solid, or maybe even rook to e1 to build up for the e5 push, because that's probably the right idea to go for e5 at some, no, e4, I mean e4 at some point. Same for me. I kind of maybe want to go for the e5 push myself, but this looked a bit premature. But obviously we did something wrong here. So here, bishop to b7 was a blunder. Okay, I was trying to enter the C before the computer said it, but f5 was the correct idea. So we're thinking f5, f5, and then f3, right? And this says we are better here. Just taking in the center. But what happens if he takes here? We play e5. Oh, we play. No way, huh? e5 if it takes here. Yeah, rook b8, of course, because we blocked this scope of this bishop. I mean, okay. I should have been thinking about e5 to close down that diagonal. But I have to take here first. Okay, that's interesting. That's something I should have. Because I forgot that I could take on d4 for a while, it felt like, and then all of a sudden, like later on, like here, I was like, maybe I can just take this one. But so that's the right approach then. So f5, we were a bit, or I were a bit scared of it because of f3. But then we can trade in the center and close the diagonal for one of the bishops at least. So that, okay. We went bishop here, which is a blunder because of this move, and now it's back to equal, so it's not like we're losing. Like I said, it didn't feel like I was lost in the position at all, even though he has like kind of the advantage and is the one pushing forward. So move the king first. It was hard to find a move here that doesn't hang the rook or the bishop. It just wants me to take in the center. But even knight f6 check, right? I take back with something, and then he takes here, and the rook is hanging, right? I'm going to play e5 here as well, and he can kind of choose if he wants to take the rook or save the bishop here. Okay, so we could have sacrificed the exchange here, and we would have a pretty solid position. Something to consider maybe next time. But yeah, we moved the king, we didn't want that. And he plays queen in, which makes sense, even though it says it's a miss, but it followed up with the knight move, so again, I didn't want to take the knight because the rook would be hanging. Alright, because I take. He's threatening mate. Excuse me for a second. So this move attacks both of these, so that's the way to get rid of the bishop, which I should have been able to spot. That makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, take here and probably a queen back and something like this, which looks a lot more stable than what we did play. Okay, so we took in the center, and here we're kind of forced to take the knight. I was also thinking about maybe if he could take b7 first. Okay, we go here, and it trades down, and here we made a fatal blunder. So queen here was the right approach, and then maybe going for this. The idea was here, and if he does, I mean, anything else. Because the queen can't go to these squares, so here or sorry, one of these two squares is where he has to go to still protect this square. But here I thought maybe we had mate, so he has to sacrifice the queen here, because if it goes here, I thought we no, he can play f3, which I didn't see. So even the calculation I did wasn't right. Same here. Yeah. My idea was that this would be check, right? And he has to move the king, and then this is checkmate. But obviously he could play f3 to survive. Okay, but we had a one move blunder here. So queen here. I should have been able to spot that if I took a bit more time on that move. And then maybe we have some of the same ideas, and here we are actually slightly better. We have some open files here for the rook as well, so this looks okay to play. We want c4 here, trying to kick the queen away. So yeah, this would have been a lot better, but hey ho, that's how it goes. So the accuracy and everything, if you want to see that, it's okay. I mean, we made a pretty fatal blunder. First off, not playing f5, and then in the end with the queen there. So we played a good game. It was a fun game, and we can't win them all apparently. So we dropped down to 1767. Yeah, I'll edit the video and post it pretty quick here. Okay, so that's the game. I had to make a cut there, but if you have any comments, then please leave them in the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of my series to 2000 elo, if you will get there. Feels pretty good to get a loss, because I was on a winning streak there. I wasn't sure where the loss would come, so maybe it's just good to take it here and then keep climbing. So, but yeah, fun game, interesting one, and hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.